Hi, and welcome to Pwine.
Neither of us have got wine tonight, though.
No,
We're just having a
cup of coffee.
cup of coffee. I finished mine. Don't think I can even show mine. There's too much advertising on it. So yeah, this is a mid-season Pwine.
Yes.
Mid-season roundup.
Yeah, summer break roundup.
Summer break roundup, and then we'll have another week break, and then we'll be back for Zandvoort.
Yes.
Woo!
Ooh. So this is going to be like a post spa roundup with all the juicy news we've had of the summer break so far, because we've only had 2 weeks of the summer break so
We
far.
had everything, all the information in 3 days at the start. They didn't drip feed it, they just chucked it all in at the start. So,
there you go.
So, spa. Uneventful in terms of a race.
Yeah.
However, post-race
Was very eventful.
So
I was at home, like, when I say home, back in Wales, watching this. So we were like literally watching it in the living room, and then I was driving back to Manchester that day, like straight after the race. You went out for it, obviously.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. I did it mine.
Oh no,
I hosted
sorry.
it at home.
You did. You
did a home host for spa.
hostess with the mostess. So I didn't have a clue until I got home about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and we've got a group chat, and everybody apart from Emily was at mine watching the race, and then we'd all went out after to see a film, and then it's all happened mid-film for us. So I'm getting texts off my dad saying Russell's been disqualified. Well, Russell's car's underweight is what he said, and then I was like, so has he been disqualified? And then it was like 10 seconds later, he's disqualified, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then we were like, shit, Hamilton's won the race.
Yeah.
2 races this season.
Like, probably the most underwhelming Hamilton win
Yeah.
ever. And, you know, just when we think that man had gone 954 days, is it?
Yeah.
Without a win up until Silverstone. Win Silverstone, and then 2 races later,
wins
win
again?
Spa.
Yeah. But then I keep thinking, is it going to be a Hamilton win at Monza?
In front of the DeFossi. In front of his new
home.
home crowd.
Anyway, that's digressing to a different thing.
Yeah, completely. I think I found out at a services that Russell got disqualified.
Yeah, it was an underwhelming win for Hamilton.
Yeah.
But a very, very welcome one.
And if you think about it, like, Mercedes went from celebrating a 1-2, like the first 1-2 they've had since probably 2021.
Yeah.
Really. To just having a 1.
It was underwhelming. 1-2, great. 1-2 Mercedes, great. And then it was swiftly taken away.
Yeah. So it did finish Russell, Hamilton, Piastri. Then it actually finished Hamilton, Piastri, Leclerc.
Yeah.
Ooh. So for all those people saying Leclerc is nothing, doesn't
He really is.
He is something. He does good, bless him.
He does get there eventually. It just takes a while for him to get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Spa. Not much else happened.
No. I was expecting more from Lando Norris, as I always do.
Perez served like we needed him to. He started 2nd and finished 7th. How that man goes that far back pretty much every race, I do not know.
I think it was the first time in like weeks that he'd actually finished within the points, though.
Yeah, it was. And I think everyone had high hopes from him. Starting second, he's got this.
He's going to prove all the haters wrong. He's going to prove that he deserves this Red Bull seat. And he didn't.
Seventh. 3 points.
Yeah. And then Red Bull held an emergency meeting on the Monday after. So we thought Perez was getting the boot.
Yeah. I think Christian Horner thought Perez was getting the boot. And some sort of media, can't remember what it's called, some media company,
Liberty Media,
is went, no, you're keeping him because he sells tickets for Mexico.
Mm-hmm. And the rumour is that they'd actually told Verstappen that Ricciardo was going to be his teammate again.
They changed Ricciardo's profile on the F1 website up until about 3 days ago, and then they changed it back. It literally said, Ricciardo took a short break, returned to VCAB, and then has now changed to become Verstappen's teammate at Red Bull.
Yeah.
They literally had that on the F1 website.
Yeah.
And suddenly, he's not joining them because Liberty Media has told them
his revenue is too great.
It's too much of a revenue. It brings in the fans in Mexico. So, yeah.
So we went from up there, but really excited for like Daniel Ricciardo. We're not saying we don't want Perez to have a seat.
We just expected them to swap.
Yeah.
Dead excited for Danny Rick to be back with that pair and see how it works now that they're a bit older. And F1 had changed everything to Daniel Ricciardo being Max Verstappen's teammate.
Yep.
And Liberty Media have said, no, he brings in too much revenue, you're going to have to keep him. So yeah, but Perez is still in the Red Bull seat.
Which is for 2024.
Yes, it's not full time, but like moving into 2025.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so the rest of 2024, Perez is in that seat. Talking about 2025.
So the following day, we had news of something you've been waiting for.
I've been waiting for since
long time.
February. Carlos is signed with Williams.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm happy about it, really. Like, the more I've thought about it, the happier I am, because realistically it shows that Williams are wanting to improve.
Yeah.
They're wanting to be one of the top midfield, whereas they're not at the moment. But I feel like they're just using it because they want to improve. So yeah, Sainz is going to Williams. But what I didn't agree with is that they've not even announced Logan's leaving. So they didn't announce Logan was leaving the team. They've just announced Sainz is signing for the team. I think the courteous thing to do was probably...
But Ferrari... Sorry, I got a really itchy.
Ferrari didn't do that for Sainz.
Ferrari didn't do that for Sainz, so I feel like unless the driver themselves has said, we've decided to go our own way, then maybe Logan's not leaving Williams, the team.
Where's he going?
Or is he going to be like a reserve driver like Mick is for Mercedes? Or what the hell was that?
It's one of them cars you can drive around Monaco without a license. It's like a little Renault number thing. It's like four-wheeled. It's essentially a quad bike. With a roof. It's like a little boot at the back. And it's literally just a little two-seater.
Yeah. So yeah, what if Logan's just going to be the reserve driver rather than...
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Because
No.
there's obviously the rumours going out that he's going to go to IndyCar and stuff
Which I
like
think would
that.
be great for him.
Yeah, I think it'd be a better pace for him.
It's a lot... I'm not going to say it's a lot slower in terms of pace, like race pace. but I don't feel like it's as fast as a pace when it comes to like the weekend.
Yeah.
You have practice on a Friday, you have quality on a Saturday, you've got the race on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the bigger races when it comes to like your Detroit, your Indianapolis, where they do like, you have to you do like a race on the Friday that qualifies your grid, and then the top 10 race qualify again on the Saturday. But in IndyCar you don't have to do every race.
No.
So if you think like when Callum Eilert came in, he only did street circuits and didn't do domes.
Yeah.
So it could be like Logan will do street circuits.
Yeah.
For his first year until he gets used to it. But yeah, I'm happy Sainz is going to Williams. I just think Williams could have handled it a little bit better.
Maybe. I do feel like, so I'm relieved that he's finally got a seat, because
Yes.
at times it was looking like he wasn't
going anywhere.
Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere. The only way he was going was out. And that wouldn't have been good for him or you. And I think he's just too much of a good driver to lose in Formula One. But I do feel like Mercedes has missed
a chance.
Yeah, because I think if Sainz had gone to Mercedes, he'd have been phenomenal.
Yeah, it would have probably got them. I think what Mercedes need is, I'm not saying somebody new as in terms of new to Formula One. They need somebody that's got the experience in Formula One, but someone new to that team. That it can bring suggestions in.
Yeah, because you think about it, like they had Hamilton. They've had a Hamilton for 11 years.
Yeah.
They've never historically taken on a rookie.
They've always went through Williams.
Yeah. So I feel like the best thing. Sorry, there's a police helicopter circling. I wonder what's
Not having very good luck today in this podcast.
So I think personally, obviously our next bit of, this didn't happen in the 3 days, but obviously in recent days there's rumours coming out that stronger rumours that Antonelli's going to Mercedes.
I just don't see it.
But I feel like he should have gone to that Williams seat.
He should have went the Williams seat. Carlos could have went the Mercedes seat. They could have always had Carlos in that Mercedes seat for a 2 year.
Yeah.
And then Carlos could have found somewhere else in them 2 years. And it would have given Antonelli the experience for F1.
Yeah, but look at like, but look at like, having a great. We'll go back. We'll discuss this now, because look, the winner of F2 doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make a fantastic Formula One driver, though.
It doesn't necessarily mean you're going in Formula One.
No, well, yeah, that's very true, because of Porsche last year. But like, look at George Russell. He won his F2 year in 2018 with Lando Norris coming second, and George Russell went into Williams and into Mercedes.
Yeah.
And Lando just went straight into McLaren.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is what they're trying to do with Antonelli. Are they trying to give him a seat in the bigger name?
Do you think Mercedes are thinking that they messed up with George and not having George straight into a Mercedes seat first?
Because you think George learned F1 in a Williams?
Yeah. And then got
his seat into Mercedes. So is that what they're trying to do with Antonelli?
But that's how it's traditionally worked, though. You don't always jump straight into a big team. I've said this, and 3 drivers have just come to my mind, though, jumping into a big team. Hamilton jumped into McLaren, Norris jumped into McLaren, Piastri jumped into McLaren.
3 names that came up, only 1 team's come up.
McLaren. So, are McLaren the ones that, like, they to be fair, they've proved that
it works.
It works with rookies.
So is that what they're trying to do?
Mercedes trying to take a leaf out of McLaren's book? Maybe.
Because everybody else, if you think the top teams.
So Red Bull doesn't take rookies.
No, they go through Toro Rosso. Toro's
gonna be Toro Rosso for years. Wow, you're on my wavelength.
It's because I'm thinking the Verstappen's come up through Toro Rosso.
But then Verstappen went from F3 to Toro Rosso, so yeah. But then
Verstappen's an anomaly in this. But then you think Ferrari, Carlos, Toro Rosso.
yeah,
Charles did 1 year at Sauber.
yeah,
He did a year as Haas's driver that they chuck in for the FPs.
yeah,
He did a year at Sauber and then he went to Ferrari.
yeah.
McLaren, Mercedes for Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Williams, Mercedes for Russell.
Yeah.
And the only one that doesn't actually stand out in all of that is Russell. For me.
Well, screams big name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Russell, and Russell's one that went through Williams. But then you look at Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly that went Toro Rosso, Red Bull, Toro Rosso, where they are now.
Mm.
And it's like, does it work for Red Bull?
Yeah. But like, if you think about, so Alex Albon became the senior driver for Williams last year
Yes.
with Logan Sargent.
Yeah.
Norris became the senior driver with Piastri last year in McLaren. I don't think George Russell is at that point. I don't know what it is, but something...
It's not that point for him to be the main driver.
No. And I don't know what it is that he's missing. I can't pinpoint
We've
what
said
he's
this
missing.
since Hamilton announced the Ferrari deal, didn't we?
Yeah.
That nothing screams Russell's driver number one.
Yeah. Nothing. Because, like... Let's take Spa, for instance. Yeah, okay, he won. I get it, he won.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think his downfall at Spa was that he tried to tell the strategists what he was doing.
yeah. And he was all like, no, I can do this one stop. I can do this. I can do this. And
He's not thought of the consequences of that one stop.
and he was forecast fifth. And fifth is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Fifth is better than what he got.
Yeah.
Which is a disqualification against his name.
Yeah.
All that, imagine that high of winning and then having that stripped off you.
And you have to hand it to your teammate.
Yeah. The person, which I'm pretty sure they don't get along with very well.
And I think with Russell, he just, in Spa, I just don't think he thought about the consequences of this one lap, this one stop.
Yeah.
I don't think he went, so if I do one stop, I'll have less tyre deck, so that'll bring my weight down, and this will do this. Whereas a lot of the other drivers probably would have thought that.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the other drivers could have possibly done a one stop.
Alonso did, and he didn't come in later. Alonso did a one stop, and he
finished
car,
what?
I can't remember what he finished, but he his car didn't come in underweight.
8th, Alonso came in.
Oh, it's almost knocked my glasses off my face.
8th, Alonso came
So
in.
it could be done, but whatever Russell did during that race,
I think just went a bit too fast.
yeah. Yeah.
Went too fast. The tyres have degraded quicker. He's not thought about the consequences.
No. His farewell, he used up his farewell too much, didn't he, as well? Oh wow, look at that sunset. Sorry.
So yeah.
So that's that news. That rumour that Antonelli is due to sign imminently after the summer break.
Apparently at Italy.
It's right, I'm on, right, okay, I'm on, okay.
So I will keep you updated live from the track.
Bold statement! Live.
And another rumour of somebody signing for a team.
So what was the other dead news? Not dead news. What was the other like secured news? Not secured news. What am I thinking?
Horner's charges being dropped.
Okay, yeah, we'll just skip over that one.
I think that was about it.
Oh right, that was
Was that 3 days?
Was that the only confirmed news? Maybe it was.
But while we're thinking of that, other rumoured news
that I read about 2 days ago.
No.
Oh.
I'm not at that. Adrian Newey's apparently going to Aston Martin.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, I thought you were going about
No,
what we
I
discussed
was
earlier.
literally about to say Adrian Newey is going to Aston Martin.
I thought you were going to talk about somebody else going there.
No, because Lawrence Stroll has given him a tour around the facilities, and reportedly offered him $100 million contract.
Ridiculous.
Is it though?
Ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, yeah.
The rumour's not ridiculous. It
No.
wouldn't be.
So apparently that's all been signed. Apparently all the contracts been signed and everything. Now that would go with the rumour, and I'd take whatever Jeremy Clarkson says with a pinch of salt. But yeah, when he said at Silverstone that Adrian Newey has been looking for houses in Oxfordshire, not Maranello.
But Oxfordshire could be Williams. Because the Grove's in Oxford.
We don't know.
And is that why Carlos is signed for Williams?
Oh, we don't know.
But yeah, we've seen following the Adrian Newey, and it will be fueled by the Adrian Newey rumour to go to Aston Martin.
100% fueled by Adrian Newey going to Aston Martin.
Verstappen's going to Aston Martin in 26.
So
I don't say yet.
we all know Lawrence Stroll likes collecting world champions like a coin collection.
Yep.
Okay.
And then getting them to shit.
And then, turning them to...
Well, no, they're not. Oh, sorry, I'm going to retract that statement. It doesn't turn them to shit. It just gives them shit cars.
Yeah. So obviously he had Sebastian Vettel after his swift departure from Ferrari. Which
Gave him a shit car.
had nothing to do with Charles Leclerc at all.
Oh, of course not.
And now he has Fernando Alonso
In a shit car.
in a shit car. So this is not putting Verstappen instead of Alonso. This is apparently putting Verstappen alongside Alonso. Now we all know putting Alonso aside other world champions has historically never quite worked out very well.
No.
Now, the man might have mellowed in his older age.
May have. Probably not.
Probably not. He's probably got to become a grumpy old man. Like some do.
It's like half the F1 grid.
Yeah. So this would be alongside Fernando Alonso, Verstappen. So what does this mean for Lance Stroll? Well,
What does this mean for Lawrence Stroll?
Lance Stroll.
Yeah, but is Lawrence keeping the team?
Yes.
Okay.
So Lawrence Stroll is keeping the team. He's not getting rid of the team.
Just get rid of his son.
He's just getting... No, he's not getting... So he's sending him to WEC, apparently.
Okay. He can't drive 70 laps.
Just...
Never mind, 7 hours in a car.
Don't shoot the messenger. So that is apparently the rumour.
So Lance is going to WEC.
Yeah. Verstappen is going into Lance's seat alongside Fernando Alonso.
Who is in WEC now for them for?
I didn't get that far. I got too excited
Um,
because they did a Photoshop picture of Verstappen in an Aston Martin outfit.
it looks fucking horrendous.
And it looks horrendous. Green is not his colour.
Don't put the poor Dutch boy in green.
It's a shame there's no team Miss Orange, right?
He wouldn't go. He wouldn't go. He wouldn't do it.
Can you imagine Verstappen in a McLaren?
With what, Norris?
Yeah.
We wipe each other out every race. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't think he'd go.
Should we just sit here for a moment? Just for a moment and visualise Norris and Verstappen as teammates.
It's given Nico. It's actually giving Rosberg and Hamilton.
My mate Norris.
My mate Norris and my mate Nico. No, it is actually given Rosberg Hamilton, where they were like best friends at the start of the season and then
Hated each other.
hated each other by the end.
That was the season Rosberg won as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's why Hamilton hated him by the end.
Yeah, but come on, someone else has got to win a world champion. Oh, we could do that then. Because then Hamilton was what, 3rd-time world champion by then, and then Lando wins one. It's like history repeating itself.
Yeah, but he'd be about 5-time world champion by the time he joined McLaren.
Hey.
Semantics. But yeah, it's given that. Yeah, so it is given that. It's just given argument after argument after argument. But I do fear that's how we're going this season.
What, argument after argument after argument?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have
Alonso crashing into Verstappen every week. No, actually, I'm not going to say it's given Rosberg and Lewis. It's given Ocon and any of his teammates.
Oh, I'm going to feel sorry for Bayman next year. I really am. Poor Bayman. So are we going to move swiftly on to Emily's fact?
Yes!
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be a multiple fact now, because obviously we're like halfway, well, more than halfway, but we're summer break. And we will also be on summer break. We've had a little bit of a summer break because you were getting over a bad viral infection.
Yeah.
And we're going to have more of a summer break now until Zandvoort. But some little facts for you to sort of soak up during the summer.
Okay.
So there's two world championship possibilities here, and I know what we've discussed this before, and you looked at me as if I needed sectioning. So if Hamilton won every race from Zandvoort to Abu Dhabi, and everyone above him in the drivers' championship finished outside of the podium, Hamilton would win his 8th championship.
Yeah.
Which is not impossible.
No.
Very, very unlikely.
Then I think why has everyone went through this heartbreak from joining Ferrari then if he's winning his 8th?
But then I feel like Hamilton winning the rest of the races is not unheard of.
No, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I think everyone above him finishing outside the podium is impossible.
Yes.
Okay.
So who is above him? Let's have a look.
Verstappen.
Yeah.
Norris. Leclerc.
Piastri and Sainz. It's impossible.
It's impossible. Okay. Right. Other fun fact about a different driver's champion is Lando Norris. So, if Lando Norris wins all the rest of his races, and Verstappen doesn't finish higher than 3rd for any more of the races, Lando Norris will win the championship. But there's other possibilities with that, where it doesn't make it as impossible as Lewis Hamilton's 8th championship.
Okay.
Because obviously there's other possibilities of if it all depends on what Verstappen does. It doesn't depend on what 5 other drivers do.
Yeah.
So if Verstappen DNFs, if Verstappen is disqualified, or if Verstappen comes 2nd and then 8th, it's all a mathematical thing. But as it stands, if Verstappen was to come 3rd for the rest of the season, Lando Norris would have to come 1st for the rest of the season.
Which I think is going to say is pretty unlikely.
That's pretty unlikely, yes.
But depending on where, it is all just Verstappen dependent.
Granted that we've not had a Verstappen win for a number of races now.
Since
Spain,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 races?
Which was 4 races ago. And Verstappen not being on the podium is not unheard of this year.
Yeah.
Then it is unlikely, but not as impossible as Lewis Hamilton's scenario.
Out of them 4 races, excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you.
Out of them 4 races, they wouldn't be on the podium once.
I rest my case.
But Norris has only been on the podium.
He was taken out once.
He's only been on twice.
But he was taken out of one of those 4 races.
Yes, no, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Logistically, it's
Logistically,
unlikely.
it's unlikely, but it could possibly happen.
And I might just hold on to that.
Okay.
It's not impossible.
Not impossible.
It's just
but
improbable.
Yeah.
So that's my little facts. I feel though that the Constructors' Championship is McLaren's.
Oh, 100%. 52 points between them.
Yeah. Verstappen can't keep that lead.
That lead on his own, because that's his search.
Even if he won every single race for the rest, when you've got only one, I know this last year he could have won the Constructors for Red Bull single-handedly by himself.
He can't this
by
year.
1 point. He can't this year.
No, of course he can't.
Because McLaren has started strong. And hopefully they continue. Because we don't know what upgrades they're going to come back
Apparently
with.
they're bringing significant upgrades to Zandvoort.
Case rested.
But they're bringing significant upgrades McLaren style, or they're bringing them Ferrari style.
When have you ever known McLaren to bring a Ferrari style upgrade?
There's not though. That's my fear.
Stop! Stop! You're manifesting it into fruition.
No. Williams are bringing upgrades, and Williams are going to prove that they're actually a good team
Next year.
next year.
The upgrade is science.
Yeah, science is the upgrade. But yeah, I don't think we've got any much else to discuss.
How do you think Alex is going to cope being second driver?
Perfectly fine with science.
Okay. They're both appendixless drivers.
Like his team, like his drivers.
Twins. They're practically twins.
Yeah, takes it James Vowles out, it'll be fine.
So I think that's pretty much it.
We've still got a couple of races to see where other people are going, like Bottas.
Yeah.
So
Sure, yeah.
we've got Bottas, Shaw, K-Mag.
Yeah.
That's it. Danny,
Oh dear.
Yuki.
I'm fearing the worst for Danny Rick, I really am.
I'm feeling this that whole V-Carb team.
Yeah. But we shall see.
We shall see.
I've got...
What, 2 more weeks for Zandvoort?
How many races have we got left? 10.
10? 10? 8?
10. We did 14, didn't we?
Yes. What, 10 races left?
So they are Zandvoort,
Monza!
Baku.
Yeah, Baku.
Yeah.
Singapore. Which we hopefully will be at the F1 arcade for.
Yes.
Texas.
Ooh.
Mexico.
Sao Paulo.
Yep.
Vegas.
Yes.
Qatar.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Yes. And what we've not discussed is Vegas race. We're all going to Silverstone to watch the Vegas race.
Yeah, we are. Oh my god, I was sat there thinking, what are you on about?
We're going to Silverstone to watch the race!
So, yeah.
And not take part in a 5k run.
I'll walk it, but I'm not.
I ain't doing it at all.
I want to walk a track, but if I got to pay £15, I'm not walking a track.
I'm not paying £15 to walk a 5k.
But
well, it's not even a 5k.
We're not discussing the real highlight of this. The fact that we're going to be stood on the balcony overlooking the Silverstone track.
Yes, we are. We are.
It might be in November, but we're still going to be there.
But it's our friend's birthday tomorrow. We're all going down. We're going to celebrate her with a balcony room, drinks on the balcony, and then a big event on the night.
Yes.
So yeah, it's exciting.
Very exciting. But you'll know more about that when we're there. I'm not looking forward to the early start because that means I've got to wake myself up, dress appropriately.
Apparently everyone goes down in pyjamas.
Oh, I've got my pyjamas on.
That's why we're all getting matchy.
That's why you went there matching, was it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm game. Right.
So yeah, we're digressing again about pyjamas. So yeah, that's it for F1, I think.
There's a lot of exciting things to come up for the last remaining 10 races of the season.
Oh, and the F1 arcade will be at the F1 exhibition as well.
We always said about that, didn't we, before?
I think so, but yeah. Singapore will be at the F1 exhibition, then we'll be going to watch quali.
Things we love.
Things we love. Formula 1 events.
And Formula 1 friends.
In Formula 1 friends.
Right, guys. Whoa. Whoa.
Just know when it's a crash now. We're going to go before we are actually in a crash. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
And we will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Before Zandvoort, where Emily will be...
On holiday.
No, I was
shall I you?
No, Emily will be... This Emily will be...
At home in Manchester.
At home in Manchester. And I will be coming to you from Disney.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.